Hello, Meg here, and I'm back with my xiao, which is a Chinese bamboo flute. Now, I made an earlier video in which I give a little bit of an introduction to the xiao, and I played a song called Mo Li Hua, or Jasmine Flower. Today I'm going to play a folk tune called Lady Meng Jiang. But first, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the structure of Chinese folk tunes in general, and I'm going to tell you about the folk tale that's associated with Lady Meng Jiang. Now, about the structure, most Chinese folk tunes are in a meter of 2. You can feel the pulse going 1, 2, 1, 2. And if they're not in 2, they might be in the multiple of 2, 4. And this is largely because the number 2 is associated with a balance in nature. Night, day, good, bad, yin, yang. Now, even though Chinese folk tunes are in 2, they very often begin with presenting the melody in a slower, probably slower, a more free rhythm. So not exactly in 2. The performer is going to take some liberties with the rhythm and be very expressive. There'll be some ornaments there, but then when the melody is presented for the second time, it's going to be in 2, and it's going to have more ornaments, more little notes sprinkled in. And then oftentimes, as in this folk tune, there's a third section in which it may or may not go faster, but more ornaments even are going to be added so that it gives the impression of being faster. And as you heard in some earlier videos, Chinese music often uses a lift-off. It's also in Native American music. You'll find a description of it in that video as well. A lift-off is simply kind of a popping end to the note. Did you hear the pop at the end of the note? So that will be added when I perform Lady Meng Jiang today, extemporaneously. Now about the folk tale. It's one of 4 very, very famous folk tales in Chinese folklore. Lady Meng Jiang married her beloved, and they were both very happy to be married, young bride and groom. A couple days after they were married, the young groom was conscripted by the Chinese government to go build the Great Wall. And they were sad to part each other, but he had to go, and Lady Meng Jiang kept her hopes high and had faith that her beloved would return to her. A few months later, though, she had a nightmare in which she saw in her dream that her husband was freezing cold and he needed new clothes. So she packed up a bag of new, fresh clothes for him to bring to the Great Wall, and she arrived at the spot where he was supposed to be working and found out that he was dead. I'm not sure how she found out, but she was so stricken with grief, and her passion about losing him was so strong that that section of the wall, the Great Wall where she was standing, just collapsed. And when it collapsed, it revealed the bones of her husband as well as other men. And she was so distraught that she threw herself off of the Great Wall. Now, this folk tune is about Lady Meng Jiang. It's not necessarily about that tragic end. It's about how beautiful she was, because she was legendary for being the most beautiful woman in the land. Here's Lady Meng Jiang. Thanks for watching. Follow for more great stuff.